Baking a cake is more than just following a recipe. It's about creating an experience, a moment of comfort, and a lasting memory. One classic cake that has stood the test of time is the Up Bundt Cake. This delightfully moist, citrus-infused dessert combines the bubbly brightness of 7-Up soda with the rich, buttery texture that only a homemade cake can deliver. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting out, this recipe will elevate your baking skills and leave your friends and family craving more. Let's embark on the journey of making a perfect 7-Up Bundt Cake, step by step, and learn the secrets to baking like a pro. First, let's understand what makes the 7-Up Bundt Cake so special. Unlike many cakes that rely on baking powder or baking soda for leavening, this recipe uses the carbonation and acidity in the 7-Up soda to help the cake rise. The soda also imparts a subtle lemon-lime flavor, which pairs beautifully with the richness of butter and sugar. The result is a cake that's both dense and tender, with a fine crumb and a delicate citrus aroma. Before you begin, gather all your ingredients and utensils. For this cake, you'll need all-purpose flour, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, eggs, lemon and lime zest, a splash of vanilla extract, and, of course, 7-Up soda. You'll also need a bundt pan, which gives the cake its distinctive ring shape and allows for even baking. Take a moment to prepare your workspace. Measure out your ingredients, grease and flour your bundt pan thoroughly, and preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Preparation is key to a smooth baking process. Begin by creaming the butter and sugar together. This step is crucial. It introduces air into the batter and helps create that light, tender texture. Use room-temperature butter for best results, and beat it with the sugar until the mixture is pale and fluffy. This can take several minutes, but don't rush. The more air you incorporate now, the better your cake will turn out. Next, add the eggs one at a time. Beat each egg in fully before adding the next. This gradual addition ensures the batter remains smooth and emulsified, preventing it from curdling. Each egg brings richness, structure, and that classic golden hue to your cake. Once all the eggs are incorporated, add the lemon and lime zest. This zest is where the cake gets its vibrant, fresh flavor. The oils from the zest infuse the batter with a fragrant brightness that complements the sweet notes of the 7-Up. Now, it's time to add the flour. Sift your flour before measuring to avoid clumps and ensure an even texture. Add the flour in stages, alternating with the 7-Up. Start and finish with the flour, mixing just until combined. Overmixing at this stage can lead to a dense, tough cake, so be gentle. The 7-Up will fizz as it's added, creating a light, airy batter. Finally, stir in a splash of vanilla extract to round out the flavors. Pour the batter into your prepared bundt pan, smoothing the top with a spatula. Tap the pan gently on the counter to remove any air bubbles and help the batter settle. Place the pan in your preheated oven and bake for about an hour, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. The cake will rise and develop a golden crust, filling your kitchen with the irresistible aroma of butter and citrus. While the cake bakes, you can prepare a simple glaze to drizzle over the finished product. Combine powdered sugar with a bit of lemon juice and a splash of 7-Up, whisking until smooth. This glaze should be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon, but thin enough to pour easily. The glaze adds a sweet tart finish and helps lock in moisture, ensuring every bite is as delicious as the last. When the cake is done, let it cool in the pan for about 15 minutes. This allows the structure to set, making it easier to unmold. Run a thin knife around the edges to loosen the cake, then invert it onto a wire rack to cool completely. Be patient. Cutting into the cake too soon can cause it to crumble. Once cooled, drizzle the glaze over the top, letting it cascade down the sides in thick, glossy ribbons. Now, take a moment to admire your creation. The 7-Up Bundt Cake is a feast for the senses, golden and inviting, with a tender crumb and a shiny glaze. But the true magic is in the taste. Cut a generous slice and savor the balance of rich butter, bright citrus, and sweet glaze. Each bite is moist and flavorful, with just a hint of effervescence from the soda. Baking this cake is about more than just following instructions. It's about understanding the techniques and the science behind each step. Creaming the butter and sugar creates a foundation of air and structure. Adding eggs one by one ensures a silky, cohesive batter. Alternating flour and 7-Up maintains a light texture and prevents overmixing. Even the way you prepare the pan matters. A well-greased and floured bundt pan ensures a flawless release and a perfectly shaped cake. If you want to take your 7-Up bundt cake to the next level, consider customizing it. Add a touch of almond extract for a nutty undertone, or fold in chopped nuts for texture. For a more intense citrus flavor, use a combination of lemon and lime juice in the glaze, or sprinkle extra zest over the top. You can even experiment with different sodas. Sprite or ginger ale can offer a unique twist. Serving the cake is just as important as baking it. Present it on a beautiful cake stand, garnished with thin slices of lemon and lime, or a sprinkle of powdered sugar. Pair it with a cup of tea or coffee for an afternoon treat, or serve it with fresh berries and whipped cream for a show-stopping dessert. No matter how you choose to enjoy it, this cake is sure to impress. Beyond its delicious flavor, the 7-Up bundt cake is a testament to the joy of baking. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest ingredients can create the most memorable experiences. Sharing a homemade cake with friends and family is a tradition that transcends generations, bringing people together and creating lasting memories. So, the next time you're in the mood to bake, reach for this classic recipe. With a little care, attention to detail, and a splash of 7-Up, you can create a cake that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Whether for a special occasion or just because, the 7-Up bundt cake is a treat that never goes out of style. Happy baking, and enjoy every bite of your homemade masterpiece.